Welcome to the 5-point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 2nd of February 1993, which is a couple of months on from the end of the last part. And the reason we're picking up in the snow is the fact that if I click on here, you'll see that we've won the race to get this farm finished before the start of the sowing season. So the first thing I want to do is get in here, find some sowing trucks. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I think we can, no, we'll do 5. And we'll just get 5 tractors in here. And then I've got the fields have already self-allocated. I've got fuel on the way. We do need to get fertilizer in as well because the fertility isn't brilliant, but we can sort that out over time. And what I want to do is give you a bit of an update because the back half of the winter got a little bit rough down in this area here, and I just want to have a quick check just to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, we got the food supplies coming in. Oh yeah, we got a truck delivering here. Oh, this truck's actually dropping off. That's good. Yeah, what happened was around about the beginning of January, this building started to run out of food and meat. I'm not sure, exactly sure. I seem to have a continuous problem, although the situation wasn't helped by the fact that we had this was being repaired or reconstructed due to maintenance. So I'm not totally sure whether that was a contributing factor. But what I've done is I've come over to here and I'm building a distribution office over here because I think the part of the problem is that because of the distance, I need to. Oh, it looks like it's actually finished. We can set that up in a minute. Actually, let me just get in. I want to get 3 covered holes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 covered holes. I want a couple of small, go for speed, but I don't want massive capacity. 7.5. Oh, looks like we're stuck with those. And we get a couple of refrigeration trucks. And we'll let the trucks get here. And then what I'm going to do is use this as a dedicated supply office and see if that will actually stabilize the situation. Now, the other thing that we're working on down here is a kindergarten, because we still got, I think, a big factor to do with the crime. I'm aware that you can't see it, but crime is still quite a big factor. It's got 1,578 people affected by crime, and I think it's down to the fact that I don't have the kindergarten capacity. So that is the situation down here. And while I'm scrolling up, what I'd say is an apology in advance that this video is going to have to be shorter than normal, because I seem to have run into a perfect storm at the moment, in the sense that I normally in January and February I don't work. I mean, I work from home, and I don't normally. January and February is a quiet couple of months, and I can normally get a lot done on with respect to the channel. But for some reason this year, I seem to be getting lots and lots of paperwork, and one of the downsides of working from home is that you don't work a 5-day week, especially in my case, because the nature of what I do is pretty sporadic, and when the work arrives, then I'm kind of required to do it. Not exactly sure why. Let me just speed these guys up here. I think there's a little bit of indecision here, which I don't like. So I really need to work on the signage. Oops, no, want it that way round. It's the buses and the trucks that give way. Yeah, so I'm having to rush through this video, as you may have guessed, the way I'm talking, in order to get it done, edited, and in order to get it recorded and edited, so that I can get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or what I tend to do. So the tractors are coming here. We got fuel in here. Yeah, we got fuel in here, so that's good. The other thing I'm going to need to do now is Right, looks like this road's been finished, so we can really, this field is on tap, so let's hook you to there. Out that. All we need now is to get this finished. It's on the way, and then we can start joining in some of these elements here. It should be quite nice if I could get. Okay, we're gonna have to go into that road there, so. Right, I think I've covered everything, although as usual, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys have given me a lot to think about. Right, the next thing, where we've got this in here, too late for sowing, winter is coming. Sorry, winter hasn't finished yet. Right, so the next thing we're going to need to do, and again, right, we should have trucks in this here. What is this place called, actually? I don't even... The Stomhaska. What we're going to do is actually name you specifically. We'll call you... Name Stomhaska Food Supplies. What we need is you to pick up food supplies from there, because it's the closest there. You need to pick up clothes from where? Where's my clothes industry? Here, isn't it? Don't think I'm going to bother with electronics, and we'll actually pick up the meat from, we got a meat warehouse here, so, and then your job is to deliver to over here. And food, clothes, meat, and I want you to keep it up to 80%. And what I want to do now is remove some of these, because I think part of the problem I've got here is that I've got too many distribution offices trying to deliver the same things. I think what you can do is just deliver the electronics. And then crops, what are you delivering to here? And I think this is what the part of the problem was, is that, right, you don't deliver meat. So we got another one delivering electronics here. It's almost like I've got duplication. So go back up to there and remove you. And what are you delivering here? Hasker. And we'll remove you. So that rationalizes this right down. I've also got a truck that roams around here from time to time, giving ancillary supplies. And of course, when this is finished, we'll put that distribution office onto there as well. So we got that going. Just want to check. Yeah. Where are you? You're out there. Why have I got... And the numbering's a bit too high. Oh no, you're going the right direction. You're coming down this path here. And just to give you an update, we are nearly connected this in. And then what we'll have to do is start the process of electrification and try and get all that done as well. And then, so we are approaching getting this actually set up. The other thing I want to take a look at is, well, you obviously got a little bit there that needs to be done as well. And we just want to check because I did put in, where is it? Yeah, we got the fuel delivery here. So once this is built, this is not built, this is built. Once we got the distribution office and we got the connection to the top border, we can bring fuel down into this area, and that would give us a distribution to this area. I've still got, oh, we got 2% unemployed at the moment. Is the population rising or falling? That's interesting, actually. I've just noticed this. It actually says workers and active workers. Is that workers who are actually in the factories? Ah, never noticed that before. Could be worth checking out. Certainly going to need to do that bit there, but it's not that important. I think I've got most of the problems actually solved now. And what I want to do now is start thinking a little bit about the future. And I want to start by looking up in this area. This still need electro components, but we're getting there. This is quite a useful building to build. It is a mod, but it is very expensive to build. So just for anyone who's sure there. Right, what I've got here is you need chemicals. What I've got here is a little substation which will go that way. We need to deliver chemicals to here. Let me just, how much have we got chemical wise here? Where's chemicals? Yeah, 6.5 tons, that's good enough. Now over here is where I want to build the new town. And I think the first step's going to have to be, I should get it so it snaps. Actually, we'll snap out to there, and I'll push out a road that way, and you can push out a road that way. I think that'd be enough at the moment. I want this, that and that to be built, and then what we can do is start building the town in here, because the other thing also is pollution. Oh, the pollution's good at the moment. What are you working on? The other thing I want to keep an eye on is out here. Right. Keep these guys busy. What are they actually doing? That one's not connected, that one is. Right. We need to put in we'll go for a gravel road there. It doesn't have to be anything special. And of course the next thing we need to do here is push out some more fossil fuels. Pump jack. So we're looking at 63% there, 64% there. diminishing returns there. I don't want to spend the whole video doing this, so what I'm going to do is level from the center. Let's push this out. I think if we can get one more kind of out here connected, that would be quite good. Let me just check. It needs to go out in a little bit that direction. It's kind of got an edge there. We're looking 67, 69%. So we need to go off. Oops. Oh, we've got a fire. One thing I have found when you're leveling out is that if you create the radius a little bit bigger than what you're actually looking for, especially when you're leveling out over water, you get a slightly better effect than working on a smaller area and trying to force up the surface of the water. See if we can get that in there. Whoops. Right, again. Why is that gone down? That says 72% out there. Okay, we need to kind of push out that way a little bit now. Right, guys, this is... Right, see if what that is. Yeah, the pollution warning is really starting to do my head in. Right, we got 71% there, 72% just there. So we got that there. What we'll do is I don't know. We're getting a bit far away from the center, so now just want to check. Got this being built. That's got an input there, but we want to go up that way. So what we're probably looking at is, okay, we're probably looking at press T, rotate. I think I'd like it to go, actually no, I want it a bit more wider just in case. In fact, push that in, go for a straight mud road there. And then we'll go underground here. There. You will go under the river or water. And that will go that way. And then the next part of the expansion will be come out to here, somewhere around here. And then somehow we're going to have to kind of push out. This is going to be a far bigger reclamation project. As you can see, we can get oil all the way out to here. So what we may have to do is run two pipelines off from this, one out to here, one out to here. So we may have to create a little bit of an artificial island here. Anyway, just going to make sure that is on the build list. Get that built. Gonna scoop back to the farm. No vehicles yet. That's okay. We've got plenty of time. That is now being built, so we need to get. We can work with that. I think because we have a now these silos always have a one-way system, so go there. We need the silo built. What's that? Construction office. That's the next objective, so that we can store crops. Of course, the a factory connection in here. Wow. That was nearly a mistake. Could have been very expensive as well. That has to be high priority. Not. And we probably need that built. And that built as well. That built. What we've got here. Got the other cargo station here. Needs to be. I don't think we need this just at the moment, because this is for when the farm gets really big. At the moment we can put all the combines and everything else in there. Right, next thing I need is to find out who delivers fertilizer and the fuel. Well, it's not there, is it? Actually, it's the better one will be this farm, isn't it? Right, let's find the distribution offices. It's got to be one of these two. Who might look for the farm? Medium farm, yep. So this delivers the fertilizer. That to 50%. And this one must deliver the liquid fertilizer. Yep. Okay, 60%. Actually, push this up a little bit. Maybe to 70%. I'm not sure if they were supplying enough. Also, I've noticed that we are a little short on tankers, so maybe we need another tanker in here. Oil tank. Put 2 in there. Got the money, might as well use it, invest it. So, right. Next thing, quick check. I think if you're watching the series, you're probably aware that a couple of parts ago I was kind of highlighting the fact that these weren't working very well, but I think they've now settled down and are actually doing what they're meant to be doing. I don't need that road there. That's a construction road which should have been removed a long time ago. I wouldn't mind filling in this little gap here. I can hook you up here because I've got this kind of little bit of a dead zone here. Game work. Just make that high priority. Now the next thing I want to do is look at my road vehicles, because of course we've now got our, I think it was 2 parts ago we implemented our vehicle replacement system. Actually, let's look at vehicle age. So it's quite interesting. We've still got this Tata dumper. It's 38 years old. It's the oldest vehicle I've got. But if you look at all the old vehicles now, though, they're not above 50%. So if we look at wear and tear, well, it looks like helps if I do the whole map. Actually, sorry about that. I think that's looking good. I think we've got things under control now. We've got rid of all the ones that are over 50%. Buildings, let's see what the state of our building. I think we've got control, whole map, all the buildings. So it looks like we've got good cover. Productivity's good, efficiency's good. We've got a clothing factory that's approaching 35% wear and tear on machinery. But beyond that, it's pretty good. Still got problems with this. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, big problem is still crime. And we've got 900 and... I think it's 900. God, I can hardly read this. Sorry about this. We've got a few issues around sport and things. So let me just see what we got here. I've got a... Where is it? Click that. Oh, they've got good sport coverage there. And of course, sport keeps everybody healthy. 97%. Go up here. It could be this area. 95%, 97%. And why have we got? Why does it say 96%? Doesn't make sense. Crime is okay. How's the prison? Need to keep an eye on that. Let's just go back to happiness again. I think one of the problems with this is, yeah, crime does seem to be the biggest factor. Probably is, I don't know if we got... Yeah, it looks like we got... This is minor crime. We've got a little bit of a crime black spot here. But I think my problem city is the one over here, which I depend on most of all. And I think that's to do with the unemployment. But, right, we've now got... so that might explain why our orphanages are working well. Yep. Right, we need to set the loyalty. What's the average loyalty? 77%. This is one I want really high because this has the biggest... orphanages have probably by far the biggest impact on loyalty. You get them, as I say, get them young and you solve all your problems. Yep. Back to the... We run out of work. I'm almost certain I know it's in the area of... So we're over there. We need to go down to this area. Actually, what I will do, Otherwise, I'm just going to forget about it. Where was it? Where is that? There it is. Do that for me, please. Then you can... need that finished. And then what we need to do is electrify the lines. I think get that built in. Then we need to... and what we got to do then is work back to this area. Then possibly in the next part, we got to do this bit as well. Possibly in the next part we will... stuff going. Do we have fertilizer? A little bit of fertilizer, some chemical as well. So looking good. I'm not sure whether this would be fertilizer or fuel, but I'm not too worried at the moment. I think maybe it's time to bring in the combines. Not sowing, harvesting. I don't think we've got anything that's particularly special. Year 24, year 36, 24. I think this E512 is probably... I think it's interesting. This is 1988 and we're on 1993. I think something might have gone wrong. Anyway, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Just want to check what's going on because I don't remember. It's lock start according to year. Lock according to year. 4. Okay. So it says lock start according to year, but availability hasn't seemed to have disappeared. Interesting. Not that I'm complaining, but maybe that's just the nature of what is. Right, we do have alcohol in the pub. We do have a pub here somewhere, don't we? Yeah, we got pub, we got bar staff. You've now got this area here. Right, whoops, fuel, wasn't it? Not that it makes that much difference. Now this has to be a direct delivery of everything. We'll keep you at 60%. So I think the game's smart enough to know, but just to make sure. That's fuel, and then this is the big one. I'm tempted to take the coal. I mean, how much coal does this actually consume? 4.3 tons per... no, I think we're... because we got the road network that will come out here. I think we will pick up the coal from the actual real source, which is here, like that. And what that will do is allow us to start creating chemicals, and we get back to where we're meant to be. And I don't think you've got any covered holes, have you? No, you've got no covered holes. Oh yeah, we got the hazardous burning as well. I'm looking for... why have I got covered holes here? Oh, you're bringing in food. I don't want to mess with you. I think temporarily, while I sort things out in this area, we're going to put down a redistribution office where just truck you here. And we'll bring in some cupboard holes. 1, 2, 3. And no, I'll wait for this to pick up. And then what would... It's the factory connect. Is the ore... The pipeline's been built. Right, we'll just wait for the covered coal trucks to get out to here, and then what we'll be able to do then is, yeah, got missing coal. There's plenty of fuel, missing coal. I had a feeling it would be like that. I probably don't really need 2 oil tankers here, but sometimes it's good just to have a bit of a backup. Actually, I'm thinking what we got here. I think what we'll do is, where are you guys going? We're doing fuel deliveries. I think we're going to leave these the way they are at the moment. I don't want to mess about too much. See how quickly this is actually filled up. We need more accommodation. What that should do is start... See, happiness is still falling. I think we might need to get a bit more motivational in the long term. It's the unemployment that's... Is there anything I can put out here that will give employment? I mean, it's not like we're actually working 100%. I'm starting to wonder... It'd be a big job, but I'm wondering if I could put in some kind of tram system or something that can get people into here a lot more efficiently, because at the moment we've got lots of buses which are clogging the traffic up. I mean, ideally I would like to... What's the input underground like? I mean, it'd be great if I could put an underground metro in here, but it'd be a bit of a challenge because where would we put the station here? And if anyone's not sure, where is it? Metro station. There's depots. See, this is a metro station, but this is ground level. Level station, above ground, above ground. This is an underground. True. Not build. It'd be great if you could put an above ground metro station in, but I suppose we could put it. Problem is, if I put it out here, where would we put the... There's no way you could get the footpaths in. I think you could put the metro station about there. No, I think I'm being delusional. I do wonder if I could do... Okay, let's just change tack again. Where's the... I'm going to pause here, guys, for the moment. This metro. I'm wondering if we could build a tram network. Have a look. Platform. So we could put a tram station in. So like we got a footpath there we could get rid of. We could put a tram station in there. And is there a way that we could run? Just wondering if there's a way that I could put so just gonna test this, guys. Right. We could put the largest tram larger. So we could say, for example, if we put a tram there. Trouble is, we could put a tram there, but we'd need an end station, wouldn't we? So we'd have to do it something like that, because we need to turn the tram round. Although we could do a loop. Right, so we'd get a tram track there. Right, we've got a tram track with no pedestrian access. Why won't it cross that? You have to come there. That could come there. That could. Now it gets a little bit congested, but we could possibly bring it into there, like that. So the trams could run through here. Then the problem is we got a horrible traffic jam here. Okay, let's just. Another one of my bad junctions close to there. What do you think, guys? Do you think it's going to be worth building it? We could put a tram there, but the trouble is where would he get? So we could run the tram along there, but I don't really want a tram. So I could put the tram station there, but it would mean that the trams would run along this last section here, which would then cause even more congestion with the. I mean, this is a very weak junction. Anyway, I'm just gonna cancel that because I don't want to commit to building that just yet. Maybe if I ran a tram line into. Let me just try something. We could run it there, and we could get. That means we could run a tram there. Either that, or we could. And we got footpaths here. We could run a tram network into about here. We could connect up the footpaths. Actually, if we run it into about here, connected the footpaths up, then we could have a separate tram line that ran from. Could run from. Yeah, I think it's worth looking into, but I don't want to do it in this part. I think it might be a bit of a leap too far. Now we're now on the 13th of May, so what I want to do is come here, click crops. It's on notifications, so we're on the May now, and we are starting to run out of crops. How much have we got in the way of crops over here? Got 120 in there. Got 3.4 in there. 14 tons in there. 287 in there. Okay, so we're on the 15th of May, which is, we got 2 months to get through before we start to run out of food. How much food have we got in storage? Not a lot. We could be on. These guys are just consuming the last of the crops here, but there should be no other deliveries. They're all related vehicles. What's this? prison bus. These are the bus stops coming into the biofuel. Okay. How much food have we got stockpiled over here? That's alcohol. We've got 42 tons in there. 1 tons of crops. It's going to be tight. I think I may have to instigate a emergency program. Just want to take a very Why are you importing oil? How much oil am I importing at the moment? Yeah, looks like the emergency program has already been instigated. In fact, it looks like it's been running for a little while. Gonna need to take a look at that. But I'm running out of time, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.